Hey y'all, welcome to the Capitol Report. I'm Camille and I'll be keeping you up to date with what's going on in the capital city of Baton Rouge. Let's get started. Last week, Governor John Bel Edwards released his proposal for stabilizing our budget. Just another reminder, we're facing a $750 million budget gap in the current budget cycle that the governor and legislators must close before June 30th. On top of that, they have to address the $1.9 billion financial shortfall for the next fiscal year. Let's briefly go over his proposal. First, let's take a look at short-term options for the current year, fiscal year 2016. The three non-revenue raising measures that were proposed are, number 1, tap into the rainy day fund. Number 2, redirect the first year payment from the BP settlement that was not earmarked for coastal restoration into the state budget. And number 3, a 10% minimum cut to the statutory dedication funds was suggested. For those of you who might not know what statutory dedications are, they're basically revenue dedicated by legislative law or the Constitution that cannot be touched and can only be used for specific functions of state and local government. For the fiscal year of 2016, the state has $3.8 billion that were appropriated to these dedications. Some examples of where this revenue is placed are in funds such as the Transportation Trust Fund, the Coastal Protection and Restoration Fund, the Conservation Fund, and the Parish Road Royalty Fund. But let's get back to that proposal. After the non-revenue raising measures, the governor proposed several revenue raising measures that would be applicable in the short term and long term for the current year, fiscal year 2016, and next year, fiscal year 2017. This list of tax items have the ability to really impact our industry and your company directly. Let's take a look at what we think are the top items that you need to be familiar with. First, the governor wants to repeal the business utilities sales tax exemption and index the price of natural gas. He proposes all businesses pay 4 cents sales tax on utilities, but index this so that when natural gas prices go up, business utility tax rate decreases. Second, he suggested that we need to suspend refundable ad valorem tax credits for business inventory, offshore vessels, and public service properties for telephone companies. He is proposing to suspend the current program put in place last year and significantly reduce the amount of the credit that you receive for your inventory. Third, he made a suggestion to suspend net operating loss deduction for corporate income tax. Finally, he would like to extend corporate franchise tax to any entities subject to corporate income tax, including LLCs that elect to be taxed as corporations. One item that is sure to impact our industry and you individually is the proposal to increase the state's sales tax from 4% to 5%. This would apply to anything not protected in the state constitution. So for the business utilities tax, it would actually grow from 0% to 5% if both proposals were enacted. So now that you have a general sense of what our industry is facing, LOGA's president, John Briggs, would like to send out a special request to know how severely these suggestions for stabilizing the budget will impact your company. LOGA has a letter listing all of the tax proposals put forth by the governor. We would like for you to review the letter and the proposals and let us know how you will be impacted. You can find the letter on our Capitol Report resources page. While we're on the topic of the budget, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to LOGA, the Louisiana Association of Business and Industry. They have produced 3 amazing presentations on budget basics. If you would like to get a more in-depth understanding of what I outlined today, it might help you understand how this all impacts you directly. Check it out at labi.org/budget-basics. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to follow LOGA for up-to-date news on the oil and gas industry and the 2016 legislative session. Until next time, this is Camille Ivy-O'Donnel with LOGA TV.